It's night in Rome, but not the kind of night where lovers stroll and fountains whisper. No. Tonight, fire eats the city alive. Flames leap from rooftop to rooftop like wild animals set free. People run through the streets in a frenzy, buckets in hand, water sloshing, voices rising. To the left, that roof, throw water there, someone shouts, but it's like yelling at the wind. Children cry, mothers clutch them to their chests, murmuring nonsense to keep the panic from swallowing them whole. Men, sweaty, frantic, form a chain, water in, fire out. But the fire? Oh, it doesn't care. It crackles and spits, chewing everything in its path. And just on the edge of this chaos, a grand Roman villa glows like a torch. Marble, columns, gold. None of it matters now. The place is burning. At the front, barking orders and dragging people out with bare hands, stands Marcellus Aelius, Rome's top general. A man of means, a man of war. But tonight, he's just a man. A man trying to save his home and his father. Where is he? Marcellus demands, scanning the smoke-filled foyer. Servants cough and stumble around him. No one answers. Or maybe they don't want to answer. The look on their faces says it all. Still, Marcellus isn't the kind to wait around. He rips himself free from the men trying to hold him back and charges into the flames. Smoke curls like snakes around him. Fire snaps at his heels. "Father!" he yells, voice raw. A faint reply echoes from one of the back chambers. He follows it, and there, through the haze and heat, he sees him. The old man slumped near the wall by his desk, still alive. Barely. Marcellus moves fast, but then, crash! A burning beam crashes down, splitting the room between them. Sparks fly, the fire hisses, the way is blocked. Marcellus tries to climb over it. His father lifts his head, eyes watery but clear. "Marcellus," he says, "you must go. Leave me." "I'm not leaving you," Marcellus shouts. But the fire is relentless. The house groans. The walls shift. And now others are there. Soldiers, servants, they grab him, hold him. "Let me go," he struggles. But his father speaks again, softer this time. "I love you, but this is the God's will. You must live, my son." Still, Marcellus fights, but they won't let him reach the flames. They drag him out step by step, out into the open air, just in time. Behind him, the villa collapses. The roof caves in. The fire swallows it all. Stone, wood, and his father. Marcellus stares. His chest heaves. His eyes burn, but not from the smoke. And with ash in his hair and rage in his soul, he whispers, "I will avenge this."
A woman stands on the mountain, watching the smoke rise. It twists into the night like a dark spirit. And below, Rome burns. She doesn't speak. She doesn't move. Only her eyes follow the glow of fire swallowing the city she once knew. Her name is Amara, a beautiful black woman with a heart that once dared to love a Roman general. She thinks of him now. Is he alive? Is he safe? She doesn't know. The fire roars louder. Screams echo through the valley. Rome is crying tonight. And still, she stands. She remembers the general, how he looked at her like she was more than the world he served, how they held each other in silence when words were too dangerous, how their love grew in the shadows, tender but trapped. It's just a pity. He was devoted to Rome, and she is devoted to her faith, a Christian woman. And Rome hates the Christians, so they could never belong to each other, not openly, not safely. She closes her eyes, tries not to listen to the cries, but they're everywhere. People running, children wailing, men shouting into the smoke. It's a city dying. She feels the sadness settle deep. Then, a small hand slips into hers. She looks down. Her daughter is standing beside her, 7 years old, quiet, watching the fire too. The little girl smiles up at her, so calm, so gentle. Amara smiles back, but her chest tightens. The child carries his face, the same eyes, the same mouth, the same stubborn chin. This is their daughter. The secret love they never spoke of. The living proof of what they were too afraid to become. She hopes, one day, the little girl will meet her father. That somehow, somewhere, the truth will find its way. But her hope is small, because she fears what the Romans would do, if they ever knew. That she is a Christian, that the general fathered a Christian's child. She holds her daughter close as Rome burns, and prays for mercy in a world that has never been kind to love like theirs.
The morning breaks, the fire is out, but the air still smells like smoke and something lost. Marcellus sits on the ground. His back is hunched, his face tired. He stares at the cracked floor, right where his father used to stand. Footsteps crunch over the rubble. General, he looks up. It's Senator Gaius, his father's old friend. Calm voice, steady eyes. I came as soon as I heard, the senator says. I offer my deepest condolences. Marcellus gives a short nod. Thank you. They sit in silence for a moment. Does the emperor know? Marcellus asks. Yes, Gaius says. Messengers went out last night. Marcellus lets out a breath. Good. He knows the emperor well. Tyrannus won't rest until there's blood for this. Justice, retribution. That's exactly what Marcellus wants. Far from the city, Emperor Tyrannus relaxes on a cushioned bench in his villa. He strums a lyre, not really playing, just passing time. The sun hits his white robes, making them almost glow. Birds sing, bees buzz. The garden is peaceful, calm. Then shouting breaks the stillness. Soldiers come running through the garden path, breathless, boots loud on the stone. My lord, one yells. Rome is burning. The lyre slips from Tyrannus's hand. What did you say? The Colosseum, the forums, temples, everything, my lord, it's all gone. The emperor stands, still as a statue. For a moment, he says nothing. Then, get my chariot. By noon, Tyrannus is on the road, horses flying. Smoke rises in the distance like a black cloud over the earth. Even miles away, the air smells burnt. The cries of people carry on the wind. He rides into the city. Ash covers everything. Buildings are gone. People weep in the streets. The once great capital now looks like a graveyard. He steps down from his chariot, eyes hard. By evening, he stands in the ruined forum, surrounded by senators and generals. Marcellus is there, pale and quiet, his face tight with grief. This wasn't an accident, Tyrannus says. His voice is sharp. This was no wildfire. The men look around, unsure. A few nod. Someone said it, someone who hates who we are, our gods, our laws, our way of life. Silence. Then Tyrannus speaks the name, the Christians. Gasps move through the group, but deep down no one looks shocked. The Christians have always kept to themselves, always talked about one God, one king, always refused to worship the old gods. They've mocked our altars, ignored our festivals, Tyrannus goes on. And now this? They destroy our city? He slams his fist into a nearby pillar. Dust falls. I want them all found, he says. Every man, woman, and child. Drag them out, put them on trial, and make sure they pay. No one argues. Marcellus steps forward. His voice is calm but cold. I'll lead the mission. His grief sharpens into duty, into vengeance.